Since Smart Insight recommended us to act on defecting buyers in our example, let's drill down into this group to learn more about our performance with it over time. Knowing how performance changes over time for customer groups is a challenge. Just think about how you would try to keep track of it. We make it very easy with our drill downs. Here you can see the changes in the conversion rate of each group over time, and also how many of these conversions are attributed to campaigns. This gives you a starting point to measure performance and really tell if you are getting better. If the needle moves when you make a certain action, then you can start building on that. As you can see here, there isn't much win-back activity driven by campaigns at the moment. At the same time, you can see the revenue from each group and how much is attributed to campaigns. Here we also show you the top performing campaigns for each group, and we see that there is no campaign that is particularly effective at converting defecting buyers. But at least now it's something we know about and can work on. With these drill downs, you can also analyze the movement of people between the groups over time, looking at won versus lost, or even the absolute number of people in the group per month. From here, let's go to our Customer Lifecycle screen and see how easy it is to turn these insights we have about defecting buyers into actions. Smart Insight is actionable. It doesn't just stop with discovering marketing opportunities. Once you understand your groups and your performance with them better, you can automate engagement strategies that will move them in the right direction. The Customer Lifecycle screen is where you create data-driven segments in a visual way, which are then easy to build into your automation programs. On the top chart, you see the same Customer Lifecycle groups as in the dashboard, and the bottom chart gives you a further breakdown by buyer status. On the right, you have a comprehensive selection of filters which are linked to the fields in your database, letting you slice and dice the contact selection however you wish. During the onboarding phase, you have to define which fields you want to use for filtering. This tool offers a very powerful and visual way to explore your data. As we are interested in defecting buyers, we filter down the selection to only show us defecting buyers and then refresh the charts. We can save it as a segment already, or we can further fine-tune the selection with a simple click of a button, and that's it. Save the segment and it's ready for use. The Customer Lifecycle module also includes the Lead Lifecycle, which is similar to the Customer Lifecycle. It lets you manage the lead lifecycle by showing you leads by lifecycle stage and a breakdown according to the lead source. There's also the Average Order screen, which shows you the average order value and the most popular product categories over time for each group. And finally, the RFM Advisor page, which helps you keep your RFM parameters up to date and effective. On the recency analysis, you see a chart that groups your purchases by the time between two purchases made by the same customer, and a calculation of the recommended values for the defecting recency limit and inactive recency limit. Below that, monetary analysis makes a recommendation for the monetary boundaries of your currently configured buyer statuses. On the chart, you see your customers grouped by their total lifetime spend. The second module is Product Affinity. Here you have both reporting and segmentation capabilities based on the affinity that contacts have to specific products and product categories. In the Predictive Affinity screen, machine learning is used to determine what product categories your customers are most likely to purchase from in the future. This lets you create affinity segments and connect them to campaigns to only push specific products to the people who are interested in them, such as stock clearance campaigns. The Past Purchase screen reveals how many contacts have purchased specific products. This lets you create segments that can be used for cross-sell and upsell scenarios that you can send following the purchase of a specific product. The Top Products screen plots your most popular products in terms of revenue and number of purchases and allows you to filter it to see what works best for which specific customer types.